Good evening, everybody. My name is Shadow. Welcome to the video. Today we are continuing our Planet Coaster Project Park series, and I am in my Vista View park. Now, last time we left off, this place looked quite a bit different, and that's because I hadn't done a whole lot in it. I did build kind of one side of the main street. I don't know if we actually did that video or not. I think the last video we did was a flower clock. I have been working on the park, I just haven't done any videos. So I thought we would do this one a little bit different. I thought we would start with actually kind of looking around. Many guests are thirsty. You know what? Let them eat cake. Yeah. So I thought we would start by actually kind of taking a look around and seeing what all has changed and everything. So let's get kind of an overview of what we have so far. We start out here at the beginning. Now, I did not create this. This is something I got off the Steam Workshop, which is, oh, I love the Steam Workshop. You guys out there have so many great creations, and, you know, why would I need to make something myself when there's something that's perfect already out there? So, you know, I look through the Planet Coaster Workshop on Steam quite a bit when I'm at work. I'm slightly bored sometimes in between calls, and this is kind of something I enjoy doing, because you never know what you're going to find. Like this gem right here. Now, this is an awesome little thing called the Modern European Entrance. I do not remember who made it. I literally just looked it up like a few minutes ago, right before I started doing this video, and I can't remember. But, yep, this is his thing, and it is pretty awesome. I will probably do some changes kind of to a few things on it later on, but it fits what I was going for perfect, and I like that. So, let's kind of move through the gates, and we will go from there. Huh? How about that? Alright, so, there we go. I apologize if I move a little too quick. I haven't figured out the controls for the keyboard and stuff just yet to kind of move around the park. Now, as we come in, we have our little main entry plaza here, and we got the flower clock, which you guys may remember. The flower clock is awesome. It's great. I love it. It turned out so well. Now, this part right here, the entry plaza, when you first walk in, is actually slightly lower than the rest of the park. And I did this on purpose. As you can see, the clock is slightly slanted, kind of facing somewhat. Not as much as I wanted it to be, but it's still pretty decent. And then this took me a little bit, but I was able to get the paths to kind of go up on each side. Now we have, you can go to the left or the right and kind of go up into the middle area to our main street up there. We're gonna go to the left. Let's go up this way. Now, as you enter into Main Street, one of the first things, this is our gigantic coaster. This is what started it all, was this coaster right here. I wanted to build a coaster right down the middle of a midway, and it was this coaster here. Now, as I was building it, the name came first, and then the park was built around this, and the name of this coaster is Avalanche, and I've talked about Avalanche. We built Avalanche in a previous video. If you guys haven't watched that, you can go back and find it. It'll be in there. So, this is Avalanche. It's a great coaster. Let's take a look at its stats here. You guys can see. It's absolutely great. It's not all green, but people love it. They absolutely adore this coaster. They line up for it in droves. The line is actually always stretching out past the queue line. Alright, now, I haven't finished the left side of the street yet, so on the left side of the street we have the chair swing. Also another popular ride here. People love this, and I loved it. I thought it would go great there. Then we have this building right here. Now this is actually modeled after, slightly modeled I should say, after a building at Kings Island. Kings Island has its international street. This is one of the first buildings you will see when you walk in. Even the colors and everything I tried to match and do the best I could to actually create it. Originally, this was all open right here. It didn't look right, so I ended up putting windows and stuff on there. I'm going to put some more windows like right over in here, kind of move across this way, so it will look a lot better when I'm done with it. We'll put some beams and stuff in there. This building's not completely finished yet, and the entire side of this park is nowhere near done yet. I've kind of done a design kind of layout of the buildings, but I haven't actually finished those yet. Now this side of the park, there's our carousel. Yeah. This side of the park has our balloon ride, which I think fits perfect into an Alpine themed area. And then it has all of these buildings up through there. almost all of these buildings, I'm fairly certain all of them, were built by one guy on the Steam Workshop. It's part of one collection called the Alpine series, and it is built by Sparty on 3000. So Sparty, kind of like Spartan, Sparty on 3000. So cheers to you, guy. These things are awesome. You've done really, really well. I can't imagine how much time you spent on these, but thank you for putting these on the workshop. They fit this park perfectly. I do apologize. I am going to make some slight changes to them. I already have. I've changed a few of the roof colors and stuff like that, and there would be some more changes that I will do. But the general design is perfect. It was exactly what I needed. I thank you so much. Thumbs up. Big thank you. Alright. So, one thing I'm going to be changing is I'm going to be putting the shops and stuff kind of on the inside of the buildings, because I like the idea of like being able to walk into those instead of just kind of having them on the side of the building. Because it takes away from all this space that's actually inside there. And, you know, the people can kind of walk in and then do what they need to do. Yeah, so that's one thing we're going to do. This right here, this was, I don't think this is one of Sparty. Somebody else did this one, but it looks great. It's more of a medieval type tavern, but I like the open air of it. I like people being able to just kind of walk in and it's all open and stuff in the front. That's really cool. And we got this building here. And this one. This is one thing I was kind of talking about, the Fantastic Hats shop. I don't like the idea that it's kind of just like in the side of the building or any of these really. I would rather have people where they can walk in and shop on the inside. So I'm going to change that around later on. I don't know when, but we'll get to that. Each side, I kind of opened each side up a little bit and did kind of a corner. Hold on a sec. It's going to get dark if I don't fix this. Oh, it is set. It's just shadowy here. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so each side right here, I did kind of a plaza type thing. Let's move over to this other side. As you can see over here, these are also some buildings that were pre-created, and I just added those in there. They fit really well. I'll probably change these. I don't like these logs, but they fit really well there, and I'll do some stuff over there and make that nice. But this one turned out excellent. I like how it turns out. We're going to put some chairs and kind of make it like a patio area here. I think that'd be nice. Alright, so on up this path up here is the entrance to our dive coaster, Avalanche. Nothing's been done up there yet. I'm just going to swing up here real quick so you guys can see. Nothing's actually been done with a station up here. I haven't started any of that. We will do this. Most likely not today. In this video, we're going to work on a different station for this one. Now, there's nothing else on this other side of the park either. So what we're going to do is, I love how the dive coaster comes down and through there. That's awesome. Let's go this way over here before we go the other way to what we're actually going to work on. Some nice little waterfalls to give it kind of a mountainy, alpine-y look. And then we have this coaster here. Now, I love an invert. Oops, sorry about that. I love an invert. Inverts are my favorite coasters of all times. I haven't got to ride it, but Banshee at Kings Island is one I'm definitely going this year. I'm definitely going to ride it, but I can't wait to. I love suspended and inverted coasters. Oops. Jesus. I'm sorry, guys. Again, I haven't got the hang of the controls yet to do this kind of video. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so as you can see, this is kind of actually modeled somewhat after Banshee. In fact, what I actually did was somebody recreated Banshee. I literally took their coaster, everything from the station back, actually everything from the lift hill back is my own thing, but the lift hill was perfect and I just had to change it slightly so kind of to make it a little wider and stuff and fix it a little bit. But this is actually Banshee's lift hill and first drop and Immelman row and stuff in there. Now I didn't want the loop to be around the lift hill like Banshee's is. Another coaster that I think is just an amazing coaster is Alpine, and I wanted something kind of like that because where this is an Alpine park, I wanted that kind of feeling of like a runaway ski lift or a cursed ski lift like Alpine story. The name on this coaster is not final yet, absolutely not final at all. But I call it Alpine Curse. And the curse is with a K. It's all one word. So there you go. Yeah, Alpine Curse right there. Now you can see the stats. It took me a while to get these stats just like that. That's 648, 472, 241, all green on this. I had an issue where I could not get it out. People were not riding it, and I worked hours and hours and hours on this to smooth out the ride and fix it just right and kind of get that. We'll come back to Alpine another time. If you guys have another name that you think would be better for like a runaway ski lift kind of, or cursed mountain kind of thing, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you include those. Let me know what you think I should call it. But for now, Alpine is the name of it, and it's more or less just a tribute to Alpengeist. Alright, now with that done, there's nothing else over here. I'm toying with the idea of maybe putting in a hyper spin or whatever it's called right there, and there will be some other stuff. This will kind of stretch out in there a little bit and kind of come down, and there'll be some more things over on this side, but for now there's nothing. So let's move over to this side of the park. Now, some of you may recognize this coaster a little bit if you've played the game. This is actually a pre-built coaster that they gave us called Madness, and it's using the Looney Tunes coaster type, which I think is perfect for what I want to do. The idea of this is that it will be this entire thing will be kind of a big facade and kind of a clock tower type thing. Think Mystery Mine inside of a giant clock tower, and like steampunk kind of, you know, like maybe a clock factory. I don't really know, but it's going to be all mechanical and you can kind of steampunky and stuff. And you know, this will be one big tower right here that it will kind of weave its way around and through, and the drop will come right out of the top of the tower and come down. That is what we're going to work on today. We are actually going to build the coaster station and everything around this area. I did change Madness a little bit, like from here and the station and all that. I made quite a few changes, so it's not the exact same coaster. Excuse me, I'm very, very tired. I have been up till 5 a.m. every morning working on this game since I kind of got back into it. I've been gone a while. I've been playing Dark Souls and enjoying myself playing that. But, alright, there we have it. That is the park for now, guys. This is as it exists before we start any more construction. I decided to put the Ferris wheel over here on this side. I thought the Ferris wheel would fit this kind of area once we do the coloring and stuff on the buildings and everything. I really think that would look really cool, kind of jutted out like that, and kind of where you can see it. I raised it a little bit too because of the way this path over here goes. The entrance will actually be right in there. But that is it. So I will see you guys in the next episode. We're going to move straight into the time lapse now, and I will not bother you guys with any of my rambling as I typically do in my Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 videos. We're just going to jump right in that. As always, let's kind of recap here. If you got any ideas for a name of the Alpine, if you think I should change the name, or if you like the name, or you had another idea, let me know in the comments. This thing does not have a name yet. I have no idea what I'm going to call it. Hopefully when you guys see it actually kind of finished or somewhat finished, maybe you might have some thoughts on a good name for it. Again, it's going to have a clock theme, kind of steampunky kind of thing. So that will be it. Make sure you click that follow button. Also upvote this video if you enjoyed it. Downvote it if you didn't like it. If you downvote it though, please at least let me know what you didn't like. I cannot improve if you guys don't tell me what it is that you didn't like about the video. So make sure you do that. If you want to see the live building, you can always check me out on Twitch. I will try to be on most nights. I'm not going to say every night because there are some nights I can't make it, but yeah. Alright, I will see you guys in the next video, and I will see you hopefully on Twitch if you're following me. Later, everybody.